Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is now 6:30, and I will call this regular meeting of the Burnsville City Council to order. It is our tradition to stand for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, and we invite you to join us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have announcements this evening, and we have awards to be given, and it's an exciting evening for us here in Burnsville, and as you can see, the chamber is packed. But first, with our announcements. City Council meetings are scheduled for Tuesday, June 20th at 6:30 p.m. and Monday, July 3rd. That meeting is canceled. That's Independence Day. And we also have a work session that is scheduled for Tuesday, June 13th at 6:30 p.m. All council meetings are held here in the council chambers. We also have a closed session on Monday, June 12th at 9 a.m., and that meeting will be held in Conference Room D. That is to review the city manager's professional development program. And now to the awards. And we will start first with the Award of Valor. Chiefs, it is always wonderful to stand here with the two of you and to recognize heroes and courageous citizens in our community. Ladies and gentlemen and members of the community, today we are here to recognize a shining example of how everyday citizens work with our public safety staff to make a difference in our community. And as you know, this is I Love Burnsville Week, and what an appropriate time for us to express how much the community comes together to show their love for one another in these acts of valor. On the evening of June 11, 2016, 6-year-old Chloe was enjoying the pool area at the Woods apartment complex when she accidentally fell into the deep end. With so much activity at the pool, she was not immediately noticed. That's when a group of unlikely heroes sprang into action. And then I'd like those heroes, when I call your name, to come forward. Jolanne Evans noticed the girl not moving at the bottom of the pool and alerted others. This is Jolanne. Jacqueline Montenegro quickly jumped in and pulled the girl to the surface. And this is Jacqueline. Ryan Quinn and Casey Gleam began CPR while 911 was being called. Officer Lauren Smith and Jake Gribble arrived shortly after and took over the chest compression as Ryan continued to administer rescue breaths until paramedics arrived. Once on the scene, Burnsville paramedics Andrew Hamlin, Andrain Roach, aka Scooby, Jason Knudsen, and Captain Rick Steinhaus determined that Chloe had a pulse, and rescued breathing was continued by Sergeant Steve Stoller. Chloe was then taken to Fairview Ridges Hospital. Chloe was underwater for some time and did not appear to be responding well to life-saving acts. However, to the sheer joy of all those who were witnessed the event, they soon received word that she had been revived. In fact, she was back to her old self before the end of the day. And before we bring Chloe up, I think our chiefs are wanting to give awards and medals. So we're going to start with Jolanne Evans.
So Jolanne, all the citizens get the Award of Valor presented to Jolanne in recognition of your heroic actions, courage, and selflessness that resulted in the saving of a human life, June 11, 2016. Congratulations.
What you want to do is receive that, and are you who's taking pictures? Oh, there. Okay. Because we're going to take one big one over here with everybody. So, chiefs.
All right. On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So, Jolanne, we're going to have you step over here, and then the next one is Jacqueline Montenegro.
Jacqueline also gets the Award of Valor presented in her recognition of her heroic actions, courage, and selflessness that resulted in the saving of a human life on June 11, 2016. Congratulations.
Ryan Quinn and Casey Gleam.
Ryan Quinn also gets the Award of Valor in recognition of his actions, heroic actions, courage, and selflessness that resulted in saving a life, June 11, 2016.
Thanks,
Thank
sir.
you.
And Casey Gleam.
Casey Glean also gets the Award of Valor in recognition of your heroic actions, courage, and selflessness that resulted in the saving of a human life, June 11, 2016.
Thanks, sir.
And then we also have awards for the public safety responders. It's not often that you get to reunite everybody as we are doing today. And as the mayor called these people up, it's just a recognition of the chain of events that it takes for a successful outcome. We need the citizens to help the public safety responders to initiate that event. And these folks definitely showed exceptional response that day and selflessness and heroic actions, and we appreciate that. Following that, we were very fortunate to have the police department first respond and start care for Chloe that day as well. So the Fire Department Lifesaver Award is given for an act of assistance which without the actions of this person, a citizen would have died. In this case, the fire department is awarding both police officers and firefighters that responded to the incident with that award. So Patrol Officer Lauren Smith. Police Officer Jake Gribble.
On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Police Sergeant Steve Stoller.
On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Firefighter Andrine Roach.
On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Former firefighter paramedic Andy Hamlin.
On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Firefighter paramedic Jason Knudsen.
On 1, 2, 3.
Okay, we're going to,
And, unfortunately, former fire captain Rick Steinhaus couldn't be here. He's been promoted to the Prior Lake Fire Chief since this incident occurred, and he found out how fire chief life works, and he got a call to an emergency tonight, so he wasn't able to make it, but he was also part of that crew. So, again, thanks to all the people that made this happen. Without any piece of this chain, we wouldn't have had as successful of an outcome. So we tremendously appreciate everybody's hard work and commitment to saving a life. And this is truly what it takes as a community effort. So thank you and congratulations.
Yes. So, we're going to keep Anna. So, everyone, the little girl that was saved, Chloe, can you now come forward? And now we're going to right in the center here so that the city council members can, okay.
If you guys can squeeze just a little tighter on the ends. And Cara, if you could take a step to your left, right there.
Okay.
All right. And Heather, if you could take a half step right there. I think I can see everybody. All right, I'm going to take a couple of these on 3, 1, 2, 3. Another one on 3, 1, 2, 3. And one more on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, everybody. As I mentioned earlier, it's I Love Burnsville Week. And one of the things that we do each year, and this is the 10th year of I Love Burnsville, is that we have a contest for our third graders to write an essay telling us why they love Burnsville. So I'd like to ask Mr. Bill Raker, president of Firefly Credit Union, to come forward, please, because Firefly Credit Union and Mr. Raker and Marty Kelly are our partners in sponsoring this program. And for this contest, students were asked to complete the sentence, I love Burnsville because. With over 175 submissions this year's contest, it was extremely difficult to select just 3 winners. So again this year, with the support from Firefly Credit Union, we have 2 honorable mentions, and these students and their teachers will each receive $25 from Firefly Credit Union. So the 2 honorable mention recipients are Greta Dickhausen of Gideon Pond and her teacher, Mrs. Andrea Trato.
Congratulations, Greta. We have here a check for you, yours, and a nice certificate that you can put on the wall in your room at home. And for your teacher in the school, also a check.
Okay, you and your teacher turn around so there's a, and then we're also all going to have pictures with everybody.
Yep, with the whole group.
Yeah.
On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Greta. Thank you, Andrea. And the other honorable mention is for Hubert Wynn, William Byrne, teacher, Mrs. Crystal Tomala. Miss Cooper is here because Miss Tomala couldn't make it.
Yes,
Okay.
but I'll claim it.
Okay. Hubert, here's a check for you, $25, and a certificate recognizing your work for your essay and also for Crystal and Ms. Claxton. So congratulations. Now let's get Congratulations again.
Now, our three winners will read their essay. And we have three winners. So the first one is Aisha Hassan from Sioux Trail. Teacher, Mrs. Sonia Bosch. Okay, where's our, oh, there it is. You want to read your essay first?
Yes. I love Burnsville because it stays as a nation, it is one heart, it is one building that will never fall. Burnsville has some awesome schools. It has an awesome bank called Firefly Credit Union. Burnsville doesn't have lots of crime, so I would give it 5 out of 5 stars for our city of Burnsville. I have lived in Burnsville since I was born. I will never leave for what quality we have for Burnsville. We of course have a place where we have fun events and the city comes together. Lastly, why I love Burnsville is because you people give me the time to think about Burnsville. Thank you.
Face this way, okay? And here's your check for $50. And here's your certificate recognizing your great work with your essay and for your future classroom as well. Congratulations to both of them.
Everybody smile on 3.
That's someone who's going into marketing.
One more.
One more for Firefly.
Okay, nice one. Yeah. That was good.
You know, we have in the audience, and I want to recognize Superintendent Cindy Amoroso is here. And do you have a board member that made it, Superintendent Amoroso?
One of her graduations.
Oh, graduations. Thank you for being here in support of our students. The next essay winner is Efrata Eshet from Sioux Trail, teacher Mrs. Christine Peterson.
I love Burnsville because Burnsville is such a great place to live because of the peaceful neighborhoods, the super nice police officers who come to my school, and of course, the lovely mayor and the rest of the council. They make learning so fun and educational for me. Everyone in my school is wonderful, and I'm sure someone picked these people to teach, and oh, you've made great choices. I never worry about something bad happening because I know that it'll be taken care of. All of the teachers are nice and helpful. The principal is always making fun contests. And now you, Mayor Elizabeth, has made this awesome chance to write an essay. Burnsville is always so peaceful, and I always feel welcome when I see the sign that says, "Welcome to Burnsville," or maybe something like that. But the most thing I like about Burnsville is that Burnsville is a fun and safe and just loving place to live. Thank you, and have a nice day.
I just have to congratulate you on your spirit. And you're going to grow up to be a great writer and a great orator. There's no question about it.
That's right.
So to get you started, here's our marking on this. Okay, here's your personal check for $50 and your certificate. Okay, and also your congratulations. Nice job.
And our last winner is Samira Mohammed, William Byrne, teacher. Mrs. Kirnza Cooper.
I love Burnsville because there are different people. When I turn this way, I meet someone new, and when I turn that way, I meet someone new. There are different cultures and traditions to learn. There are a lot of good citizens. I like making new friends at the park, and I love playing on the slides and swings. I love climbing on the monkey bars and squirting my little brother with water guns. I love all the people in Burnsville. I love the great restaurants in Burnsville. I like McDonald's and Bonfire and Taco Bell. It's my brother's favorite fast food place. I also love the Dakota County Library. My favorite book series is Naruto, One Piece, or basically any anime. I love Burnsville's teachers and schools. They challenge us to make us smart. That is why I love Burnsville.
And your certificate. And a check for your teachers and classroom. Congratulations. Very good work for your essay.
Smile on three. One, two.
And will all the winners of the essay Don't Go and their teachers please come in, and we're going to take another picture with everybody. With your name.
There you go. Perfect.
All right, and front row, could we get you to just squeeze together just a little closer? Thank you. I can see everybody. So I'm going to take just a couple here on 3. 1, 2, 3. And let's do another one on 3. 1, 2, 3. And one more on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'm not yet.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. One more time.
Did everybody get their pictures? Superintendent Amoroso, you want to have a picture? Yeah, you should be in the pictures.
No, I don't need to. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Thank you, council members. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Raker, for your partnership and sponsoring this event. As you saw, the honorable mentions got $25 and the winners got $50, both the student and the teacher. So thank you so much to Firefly for being our sponsor on this program. And now the next item on our agenda is citizens' comments, and this is the opportunity for anyone in the audience to address the council. What we do have is the Yellow Ribbon organization of Burnsville is here to present the students who are going into the military with gifts and with awards. And Colonel Mike Huddleston is going to be making that presentation. We're also honored that Representative Sandy Mason is here with us. And Colonel, we have the mayor of Savage has been supporting us all with this, and Savage Police Chief is also here. So, Colonel, I'm going to hand it over to you, and
Okay. Well, welcome, and thanks for coming, because the mayor says whoever has got the winning ticket will win tonight, no. So anyways, those that are in the atrium, just come on in. Before we get started, This portion of it is another segment of I Love Burnsville. And a lot of people get recognized for pick a sport, pick a college, pick whatever, and they got signing things, and you see them in the paper, in the newspaper. But nobody makes a big deal out of somebody, a guy or a gal that's raising their hand and going into service. And this is the second year we've done this, and this is great. Before I call the names, those that made this possible, obviously, is the mayor. But the American Legion, Bill Strife, and the Burnsville American Legion, the Burnsville VFW, the Burnsville Lions, they're the ones with the purple. And if you don't know it, they're the ones that donated that splash pad down there on Cliff Road. So,
And a whole lot of other.
and a whole lot of other things. Just about every elementary school that's got some kind of climbing gym, they're responsible for. So then, and then obviously, Beyond the Yellow Ribbon, my wife and I are here representing that as well as the others. Mayor, you already announced or already recognized Mayor Janet Williams and the Police Chief Rodney. So welcome. So without further ado, what we have is we got some bags and we got some gift cards that we want to recognize.
Recognize our chiefs who also are.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, Chief, sorry, he's probably already phoning somebody to put a ticket on my car already. Chief, it wasn't me. And then BJ, thank you for the fire chief also. So, am I ready? Okay, so without further ado, I will default to the Marine Corps first. Not that they are first, but the Marine Corps first. Yeah. That was hard for me to say since I had 30 years in the Army. Jason, are you here? Okay. William Hyduke. Jackson Hernandez Diaz. We could probably get him over here or something. Yeah, why don't you guys come on over here?
Take the pictures when we.
So when I say do push-ups, go, no. Dawson Skybneck. Okay, so that we have one that is not here, and we'll make sure, you said Jason is not here, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so then for the Minnesota National Guard, do we have Alexander Garlington?
You couldn't make it, sir.
Okay. Okay, Shane Kerwin? Oh, my goodness. Jackson Gray? Is it Kara Wilson? Jared Shearer? John Lane? So then we have three, is that it? They did not, they're not here? Militia, Corey, and Fabrizio? Okay. finally then, and the mayor will get some photos, but finally, I just want to recognize and thank the families of these young folks for letting us borrow them to go to boot camp, letting us borrow them so that they can represent Burnsville and our country. So thanks, families, for doing that.
Police chiefs from Savage and Burnsville, and fire chief, and also our captains, please come forward. And then also Colonel Geraldine Longfellow. Come on. And then some of our, yes. And I think we have someone from the U.S. Marines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
And Superintendent Amoroso, would you come up also?
Oh, I didn't see her, I'm
Come
sorry.
on.
I didn't see Superintendent.
We're gonna need everybody to squeeze up here.
Do we have everybody?
If we could get you guys come up on this side in front, in between. In front, in front, in front. We need a few people in front, okay, there we go. There we go, everybody slide down. And I think I can see everybody's face, so that's good. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's do a couple more on 3, 1, 2, 3. One more up here, hope it turns out on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Wait, you have one more? Okay.
School district.
Where everybody's going to say where.
Good to see you again. Thanks for being here tonight.
Thanks, Chief.
I'd just like to invite anybody who would like to join us for a reception for our newly contracted service personnel. We'll be meeting at the American Legion in Savage. You just head north on Nicollet up to Highway 13, go west into Savage. What's the street we turn on?
Mayor, what's the street they turn
Lamb.
on for the American Legion? Lamb.
Lim. Okay. Thank you.
All right, Mayor, it's all you. Thanks.
You bet. Thank you very much.
Okay, and now we will proceed. The next item on the agenda is additions to the final agenda. Ms. Johnston, are there any emergency items to come before the body?
None from staff, Madam Mayor.
Members of the council? Okay, we then move on to the consent agenda. The consent agenda is a group of items that's considered to be routine and will be enacted by one motion. However, an item in a consent agenda can be removed for a separate discussion and vote. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes an item on the consent agenda to be removed for a separate discussion and vote? Anyone who wishes an item to be removed for a separate discussion and vote? Ms. Johnston?
None from staff, Madam Mayor.
Members of the council? No. Okay, may I have a motion, please, to adopt the consent agenda?
Move to approve.
Second.
Councilmember Keeley makes a motion, second by Councilmember Coughlin. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay, and the motion carries. Thank you. We move on to the first item on the regular agenda, and this is a public hearing. This is to approve a wine and 3.2% on-sale liquor license for live-in hotels located at 13080 Aldrich Avenue South. Presenting this evening is our city clerk, Michelle Collins. Ms. Collins.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, City Council. We do have a license application for beer and wine at the Live-In Hotels. This license approval is going to be contingent on all the documents being received and that the inspections be successfully completed. The investigation on the principals involved has been conducted, and the police department found no reason to deny the license. I believe the applicant, Trish Welling, is here this evening. This is a public hearing. I stand for any questions.
Any questions for Ms. Collins? No. Okay, I will now open the public hearing. This is a public hearing. Is there anyone who wishes to speak to this item? Anyone who wishes to speak to this item? Seeing no one, I will close the public hearing. Members of the council, your pleasure.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Councilmember Coughlin makes the motion, second by Councilmember Keeley. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign, and the motion carries. Thank you, and good luck. The next item is item number 6. Item number 6 is also a public hearing. This is to approve an on-sale, Sunday on-sale liquor license for Pizza 8, doing business as Carboni's Pizza, Burnsville, located at 12930 Harriet Avenue South. Presenting this evening is our city clerk, Michelle Collins. Ms. Collins?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. This is another liquor license public hearing, and this is for a new owner at the Carboni's Pizzeria. A background investigation has been conducted by the police department. On the principals involved, there was no issues found that would deny the license. All the necessary paperwork and approvals from the Gambling and Alcohol Enforcement will be submitted before the license is issued. I believe that Fritz Myers is here this evening representing. This is a public hearing. I stand for any questions.
So I see that Anthony Marvel has the restaurant back?
Yes, we do.
Okay. All right. Are there any other questions of staff? Okay, thank you. This is a public hearing. I will now open the public hearing. Is there anyone who wishes to speak to this item? Anyone who wishes to speak to this item? Okay. Well, Mr. Myers, welcome back. You're good. Okay. Well, thank you. Members of the council, your pleasure.
Going to close the public. I didn't
Close,
hear you
yeah,
close it.
close the public hearing.
Motion,
Go ahead, no.
move to approve.
Second.
Councilmember Coughlin makes the motion, second by Councilmember Keeley. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign, and the motion carries. Thank you. The next item is another public hearing, and this is to approve renewal of off-sale brew pub, off-sale, on-sale, Sunday on-sale 3.2% on-sale wine and 3.2% off-sales liquor license. Ms. Collins, our city clerk, is presenting. Ms. Collins?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. This is the annual renewal for the liquor, all the liquor licenses in the city of Burnsville. And in your backgrounds, you did have a list of all the licenses that are up for renewal, as well as a list of all the changes that has happened since last year. Approvals are subject to all obligations to the state, county, and city being current, and that all the required fees, necessary documents, police investigations, and background checks and fire inspections are completed and passed. No license will be issued if any reason is found to deny. This is a public hearing, and I stand for any questions.
Any questions of Ms. Collins? Okay, this is a public hearing. Is there anyone who wishes to speak to this item? Anyone who wishes to speak to this item? Seeing no one, I will now close the public hearing. Members of the council, your pleasure.
Motion to approve.
Councilmember Coughlin makes the motion, second by Councilmember Schultz. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, and the motion carries. We are at item number 8. Item number 8 is the appointment of our advisory commissions. This is a group of people who volunteer their times to advise us on all of the issues that come before us, whether that is in planning, parks and natural resource, economic development, and the Ames Center. On May 30th and 31st, 2017, we conducted interviews for the June appointments to the advisory commissions, and also to fill any vacant terms of a regular and alternate member who had 3-year terms. And we have youth member terms for the Parks and Natural Resource Commission, and they're one-year term. So a listing of the commission's opening and applicant is attached, and the council will appoint the members at this meeting. So we will start with Parks and Natural Resources, and may I have a motion for candidates? Councilmember Coughlin.
A motion for the following candidates and some are already sitting, so I'm going to read the list. Dana Arnold, regular member, term ending 6 June 2020. Tim Tweedy, regular member, term ending June 2020. Gary Donaldson, moved from an alternate to a regular member, term ending June 2020. Jenny Newman, an alternative member, term ending June 2019, and youth member, reappointed Olivia Brammer, term ending June 2018.
That's the motion that's presented. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Gustafson. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign, and the motion carries. Thank you. We'll go to the Planning Commission. The Planning Commission has one regular member and one alternate member. Councilmember Keeley.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm pleased to nominate and offer up the following slate for the Planning Commission. It is Daniel Walter as a regular member with a term ending 6 of 2020, and that is a reappointment of an existing member. And a new member, Jenna Maharowitz, alternate member with a term ending of June 2020.
There's a motion on the floor.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Coughlin. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign, and the motion carries. Thank you. And now we'll move on to the Ames Center Commission. Councilmember Gustafson, there are two regular members, and then we also had a resignation, so it'll be 3 regular members to be appointed.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'd like to put in the nomination Jessica Tarrington as a regular member, term ending June of 2020. Kara Murphy as a regular member with the term ending June of 2020. And Gerald Schmidt as a regular member with a term ending 6/28, who will be replacing Robert Morrison, who just recently resigned.
Okay. There is a motion.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Coughlin. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign, and the motion carries. The next is the Economic Development Commission, and I'm going to have Councilmember Schultz give that commission slate.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Sandra Coplin is for the regular member. Her term is ending 6/2020. We have Jeffrey Lafar, regular member, term ending 6/2020. And we have Dan Kuplik, regular member also, term ending 6/2020. We also have Bradley Folkstad, which is a regular member, term ending 6/2020. Brad Girton was an alternate member, and we are removing him from the board, or from the commission. Eric Newman will be the alternate member, term ending 6/2018.
There's a slate on the table. May I?
Second.
And second by Councilmember Coughlin. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign, and the motion carries. Members of the council, thank you very much for the members of the commission that will be advising us. And there are no other items to come before us this evening. Councilmember Keeley.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I just wanted to make a comment about the extraordinarily robust number of people who signed up to volunteer their time on these commissions. We've had several years where we had far more applicants than positions, and if it isn't really, quite frankly, if it wasn't for that robust volunteer spirit and people who are moving into the city and 2 or 3 years later stepping up and offering their time and their expertise, we wouldn't have as easy a job as we do. These commissions provide a valuable role to the city council, city staff. And so thank you to everybody. And for those who were not selected, we strongly encourage you to come back next year and apply again, because there was a tremendous amount of talent, talented people that came to offer their time. So we hope they'll all come back next year if they didn't get selected this year.
Yes. Thank you for making those remarks, because we have talked about how many talented people who want to help and so few positions. So there are other opportunities in the community to volunteer. And yes, do come back if you're still interested in serving on the commission that you applied for. Please try again next year, and thank you to everybody. We do have a great community spirit. So thank you for making sure that those remarks and our grateful appreciation to our citizens is mentioned. So members of the council, there are no other items to come before us this evening, and a motion to adjourn is in order.
Move to adjourn.
Councilmember Gustafson makes the motion.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Schultz. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, and the motion carries. Good night, and thank you for being with us.